Welcome to our live and free coverage of England versus West Indies. There's been a lot of rain. England weather is absolutely drastic as always. And joining me in commentary is the Cricket Badgers, Adit and Will as well. So great to have you guys in commentary. Bit of a rain delay. It's all very, very disappointing. But I'm very, very excited to see this match come along. It's going to be a very tight rivalry, that's for sure. So it's a big rivalry. West Indies, England. A lot of history made in this series. All of that. Hopefully players not too far away. Let's join up with the Cricket Badgers. Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Not bad, not bad. So we're through both streams, aren't we? So this is also being streamed onto the Cricket Badgers Great Channel, their account. So we're ready for our pre-game discussion, as they say.
So, who do you think's been doing really well in this match? Which players do you guys think?
I think... Oh, that's a tough one.
I think last test, Ben Stokes.
And some... Quickly in the live chat, before we get to it, Ned Squad says hi, and so does Pirates Bill say sup. Say hello, or ahoy, or whatever you want to say.
Hello, guys.
Who has done well in this series? That is a very big question. I think there's been a lot of good contribution. I think one thing, Stokes is always doing well at random times. I'm going to have to refer back to some statistics, that's for sure. I think Joe Root's been a little bit disappointing. I mean, I ate cricket in a live chat yesterday, I think was talking about it. But who has done well? Sibley has been a mix of good and bad. Like, he's been getting out for ducks, but he's also been scoring hundreds. Same with, I'd say, Rory Burns.
I don't think Rory Burns has had that innings yet, though, like Sibley has.
Ollie Pope as well scored a fantastic 91. I would have expected him to score a little bit more, but there you go. That was a sad way to finish to get for the youngsters' innings, but he's certainly done quite well. Josh Butler's not too bad. And currently England declared with, top three did a fantastic job. Rory Burns, Dom Sibley and Joe Root. Now West Indies are under big pressure. So there's a lot of good players we've seen this series, and I want to hear from you guys in the live chat who you think was the best player. Because there's a lot of people that I have been looking at and I've been saying they're doing well, and then they do a poor innings and I'm like, are they not well?
I think
Pirates Rule says Sibley is a leg side lammy. That's an interesting description. I would say he's definitely a massive leg side player, but talking about good players in the series, he's been pretty decent, hasn't he?
Sibley's been okay, but I think the Ducks have been... It's like he's like a duck 100 type player. And I mentioned this in the underrated cricketer series. A lot of them find themselves being underrated. Damien Martin, from back in the day, certainly found himself in that position. Duck 100. That type of player.
Yeah.
I
think Butler's in that sort of form at the moment. He seems to just about keep himself in the team. Like he gets to that point where people are saying drop him, and then he has that good innings, which keeps him in the team.
And then you find players who work on consistency, such as Ricky Ponting. Like, he scored basically a 50 every match. But you couldn't expect him to score a 200 every match, every now and then. He would score a 200 every 10 matches rather than every 3 or 4 matches. So he was a great player, but he was consistent at a certain number. So that is interesting. But I'm actually going to check what is Sibley's average. That is a big question for all of you to hear. So I'm going to go to my statistics here. Sibley averages 42 with the bat. So, yes, he's been getting dismissed for ducks, but Sibley actually hasn't been doing too bad. I think, batting-wise, or is it 36 he averages? 36, that was my mistake, pardon me there.
Does he average 42 in first class cricket?
That's in Test cricket. He hasn't
What does he
played
average
any
in
other
first class?
So it's
I don't
not
have
a
that.
bad start. I would say he needs to work on his consistency, obviously, but I think it's an alright start for a new player.
Oh, I think it's a very good start for a new player. To have scored, I mean, he scored 2 centuries already for England in not many games, a few 50s as well. Not many openers come straight into the squad and do that.
Definitely.
I mean,
So who do you guys think is going to be man of the series?
Stuart Broad. I think
In the live chat,
he,
sorry. In the
What
live
about
chat
you,
I've seen.
Ethan?
I'm not sure. I reckon probably Broad, although I think the efforts from Ollie Pope should be congratulated in this third test, especially if England win. Now, I'm reading the live chat, and I'm hearing things in your live chat. Broad with 8th, Pirate Phil saying Sibley is a leg side Lemmy. He's also saying Broad with an 8ther, and he's also saying Sibley can't play spin. What do you reckon of that?
Oh, that's the interesting claim there. I think with the spinners, he was sort of indecisive about whether he was going to go for it or not go for it. But generally, you can't fault him. He's been really trying really well, and he's put in a couple of really good performances, hasn't he, with that 100? So maybe they'll work him out in the future. Maybe some spin bowlers will work out his weaknesses and he'll become a bunny. But for now, I don't think there's much you can fault about his batting.
I'm going to try
Do you have anything to it?
I'm going to try and put it on my channel. Hold it.
Well, I think just quickly here, I have something quickly I need to say. I think Sibley won't do too well in places like India and Pakistan, but I think he'll produce some very good cricket in places like England and Australia. That's just my opinion. Like those pacey wickets he'll do really, really well in.
Yeah. And of the bowlers, Jason Holder did really well this series, didn't he? Maybe not so much in this test match, but generally he's been doing pretty well.
I think England should have never dropped Stuart Broad. I think at the moment he is one of the best bowlers in Test cricket, and he's proved that in the series.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a mistake for the first test match. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Ethan, would you agree?
Yeah, I think Broad is certainly a great player, and they're often grouping Anderson and Broad together. Now, I think he's 2 years younger than Broad, and I think Broad's 2 years younger than Anderson, as you said as well. How can you group them together?
4 years younger, yeah. Not even that, yeah, even more.
I think Anderson's like 38, Broad's like 34.
Yeah, but yeah, I think to add on to Ethan's point, yeah, you can't really group them together because they're not. Yeah, people are like, oh, Broad and Anderson, they're gonna retire at the same time. They have to play together, but they're actually very different bowlers, aren't they? And very different cricketers.
So the statistics say that Broad is 34 years of age and Anderson is 37. So 37-year-old, pretty consistent Anderson, although he had a bit of an injury problem in the 2019 Ashes. Broad's going quite well at 34. There's a funny song I remember from 2013, Dennis Carhart, his guy did cricket parodies a few years back. He did Why Didn't Broad Work? Do you remember that incident?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah. If it wasn't for copyright, I would play that now on loop until the rain goes away. But we'll be back with a bit more coverage after a short ad now.
I'm trying to.
One channel for you to check out is The Cool Boys Superhuman. As a featured channel of him, I really enjoy it. And obviously some of the amazing stuff he's done. If you've watched Super Series Minecraft on my channel and haven't checked out the Cool Boys Superhumans version, you better do, because you will really like it. As well as some amazing memes, like some of the stuff is just going to amaze you.
And yes, check out his channel and